This is the 12th Rural Conference we've held in South Lanarkshire. It was felt that the rural voice in South Lanarkshire was really a minority. We had the biggest land size but fewer people. So we decided if we had a conference, it was easier to bring the people to us, as us to try and get out to all the different small villages. But primarily it was to give the rural areas a voice within the council. Last year was the first time we had an evening conference to try and bring in a different type of customer through our door. And it was a great success because we had soup and the sandwiches for people so they could come straight even from their work.
The conference is all about how we engage with the community and how we strengthen our relationship with the community, not just from a council perspective but from other partners who are involved in the South Lanarkshire Rural Partnership. Our role is about bringing together the partners and bringing together the community and voluntary sector as part of that process in order that we can have a kind of really useful event. And we're now about to embark on a journey to take us forward to develop a new rural strategy 2014 to 2020. Integral to this new way of moving forward, this new strategy, is about engaging and sustaining the involvement of the community and voluntary sector.
One of the great things about this evening is the mix of people involved and the mix of organisations which they represent. And they essentially characterise the towns and villages and the rural spaces and places of South Lanarkshire.
We have community councils, we have action groups, just a whole host of different organisations that thrive within the rural communities. The hope is that if they give us their ideas and they speak to us, that we build upon what they tell us. And that's why we've been successful for so long. That has been a key part. People know that if they tell us something, we listen.
As I said to you, it is a youth theatre company, but very much part of our aim and what we are all about is far more than putting on a show. It's about the development of young people.
The two projects we heard from tonight are both characteristic of South Lanarkshire because of the strong partnership between communities and the local authority. But they're also emblematic of what could happen in many other parts of the country. And I think you'll get a big interest from other places in terms of both the youth theatre, the Shine project, where they built their own facility. How many places can say that? But they've shown that it's possible. And then the Castlebank House and Garden project, where a huge age range of people are coming together. And I think crucially they are linking it to projects and ventures which are already successful, like Lanark and Bloom.
This is the first time I've attended one of the rural conferences, and I was here as a speaker to talk about my particular project, which is Castlebank Park in Lanark. I found that the conference was a very stimulating affair. I also enjoyed hearing about other projects, and I particularly found it useful to hear about all the various funds that are available for community groups like our own to access.
This is my fourth year of coming to the conference, and it's an ideal opportunity to pick up on a lot of information in a very short space of time. The networking is excellent. The marketplace with the stalls is a great way to drop in, pick up information, touch bases with people, as one-to-one contact is a lot better than tweeting or Facebook.
It's quite good to see what it's like in rural communities and what they're working towards and who they're working with, and the fact that we can get on board with it and help out. From today I've realised not everybody knows how to engage with young people in that particular sense. So I think it's been quite good that way because it builds up relationship with ourselves and the communities.
For people to take the time and effort to come out to support us, and the numbers that they supported us, and also how vocal they were on the night in the workshops and from the floor. Our rural community conference can only go from strength to strength, and it's incumbent upon us as a partnership to support that.
This conference definitely gives people in the rural environment a voice, and I've found that from previous conferences they've taken on board what the feedback was and implemented it into the next conference.
It is a moving feast. We continually evaluate to keep it fresh and alive. And again, I think that's why we're still successful after all these years.